Hey guys, how's it going? It's time for another one of these little check-ins. I used to do them weekly, but these days, between work and school, I just don't have time to pound them out every week, and I apologize about that. I'll try to get them every second week at least. Like, I do streaming every morning now from when I wake up until when I go to work, and that's a great time to get in some schoolwork. But normally I would have done the podcast editing when I got home from work on Monday. Vlog editing when I got home from work on Monday, but now that spot is taken up by my Japanese tutor lessons because I moved them out of the weekend so that I could just push through on a giant, like, animation schoolwork stream on then too. So the schooling, it's taking over like a lot of the free time of my life, but this is kind of what I signed up for and what I was planning for. So, you know, I've got a little bit of free time this week just because we're working on a 2-week assignment, so we have a little bit more time for planning in the beginning. It's not to say my weekend has not been filled with work, but there's less of a hard, like, I need to get this 80% done in 3 days. With this assignment, we're actually sort of encouraged to take it pretty light and just get the blocking done. So I'm gonna come to the crit session with a couple of different ideas and see which one has the most potential. I'm still staying mostly indoors. Tokyo is now at a higher count than it ever has been, and I'm really hoping that they put down another state of emergency just for the prefecture, if nothing else, because fuck, it's scary. But like at a certain point too, it's just gonna be a part of the world that we can't let rule our lives in fear anymore. I'm not ready to get to that point yet. I won't be until next year, I think. The job is going well. I've got daily tasks I'm able to keep plodding away at. The directors finally got a chance to sit down and ask me about my Luigi hat, so I got to explain in Japanese why I like Luigi more than Mario. Mario doesn't have a personality. So, you know, it seemed like they laughed a little bit at that, so it's good to get to, you know, connect with more people. I'm weirdly popular with recruiters now that I have a job on LinkedIn, so that's a little bit of a strange conundrum, but, you know, hey, if something goes wrong and I end up needing another position, at least I'm in a pretty decent spot with that. And something's been on my mind for the past few weeks, something that I have known for a while, but never really stopped and identified. And that's that I think I've got a very low amount of patience concerning people that I should not have a low amount of patience with, you know? Like, I know that I've got almost no patience when it comes to one of my parents, and I've known that for my entire life, but I did not think it extended any farther than that. But now I'm looking back at some experiences I've had in the past week on streams, and just with friends in general. I'm seeing a lot of instances where I have snapped at people when I shouldn't have, or when I didn't mean to, or I've just been, like, completely disinterested or shut things down when I really should have done a better job, like encouraging people to talk about what it is that they want, or if they're not understanding something or they're asking questions about something, then take an extra minute and like properly explain it, you know? And I don't really know why I'm like this. I have ideas. It's something that I do want to try and get better at, and yet in the moment it's always just, you just go back to an immediate response, you know, where it's like, this is just how I know how to behave, and this is what my brain defaults to. Like, I would never go so far as to self-diagnose, but I think I might have some kind of a small behavioral disorder. Like, ADD, ADHD, there's something along those lines that, like, causes social frictions, because I'm usually, like, and I don't say this in a way that's puffing myself up, but I'm usually thinking in a way that's like a couple steps past what everyone else is thinking in a line of argument or in just a discussion or anything like that. And I'm not able to really pull back and understand, no, they don't have the same, like, understanding of a few base assumptions that I have. So I'm acting as if that's just the baseline that everybody's going off of, and it's not. That's just me. And trying to separate that and, like, acknowledge it and recognize it is difficult for me. And that's why it's not a good thing. It's, like, social friction. It's a problem that has gotten in the way of me making friends, maintaining relationships, turning my stream into a welcoming place where I want people to come and hang out and talk, you know? I don't know what exactly can be done about something like that besides just continue trying to acknowledge it and take a moment and just stop and remind myself to, like, breathe. I'm thinking of putting up a sticky note or two on my screen just above me here, just so that I have some kind of a constant reminder while I'm on stream at least. Like, if somebody's coming and hitting you with the same thing over and over again, don't get mad, don't snap. I know my attention is split, but like, just chill for a second. Let them talk about what they want to talk about. Encourage people, you know? My streams are my area where I'm in control. That should be a great place for me to practice that kind of stuff. And so I think I'm gonna try to make efforts to do that, be more encouraging going forward. But anyways, I need to edit this thing, and then have it up for you guys next week. And I still have to cook supper and everything tonight before I go to bed, where sleep is still a coin flip on any given night. So sound off down below, guys. Let me know how you're doing. We're past the halfway point. We're 7 months down, so fingers crossed 2021 will bring better news. All right? Peace, guys.